Guys, if you can just let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I see both players are in fact ready to get going now. So hopefully this is going to be one of those coths that's not going to have any issues because as I say that, Kasin Ngoni still survived, so he hasn't been chucked out of the coth yet. So I'm just going to try and invite or re-invite Mr. Enzo again, and hope that this is not going to be one of those days that just go against us. We've been trying to stream probably for the last couple of days now, actually, and there always seems to be some issue. If it's not the net, I'm sure it's the net. There's a lot of talk about this undersea cable that has been damaged, etc., etc. I was unfortunately watching YouTube this morning, and the highest I could get to was on 360p. So let's hope the internet is kind of going to play ball today, and we can actually see this match, which has been, I think, in anything, probably one of the most longest awaited matches ever. It's eventually going to take place, hopefully now with the internet just playing ball, but it's eventually going to take place, hopefully now. I can hear myself. Sorry guys, I'm just monitoring the situation here. Okay, I see both players are in the coth now, so hopefully this game is going to get underway. It says waiting for players, but both players seems to be in the lobby. So let's just wait and see. Jivan, I see you in the chat. Welcome, buddy. Ashlyn, Mr. Ash. Hope all's good, bud. Sanazuki, regular here on the PC community. So I think everybody, just judging from what I'm seeing here in the chat already, everybody is obviously looking as forward to me as to seeing these two guys go at it. I think once and for all, because there's been a lot of trolling, a lot of smack talk, and yeah, we're gonna wait to see. I got some inside information, and guys, it looks like the internet is not playing with us here. Well, it is playing with us, but okay, I'm going to try this one more time, and unfortunately, if it's not going to work, then I don't think we have too much other options here, guys. It's just one of those things where the internet is really not being our friend over the last couple of days. We're trying to do something positive while the entire world is on lockdown, but with, I suppose, everybody at home now in self-isolation, probably everybody's using the internet to go onto YouTube and Netflix and who knows what else. Okay, I just went AFK there, fortunately in the nick of time, because I don't want to interrupt this. We're just waiting for Ngoni to come in. So, okay, he has joined us again. Guys, if you can just start the match as soon as possible, just for us to see if this is actually going to hold or not. I really appreciate it. So just some background while we're waiting for the players to basically start this match, if it is going to start. Ngoni, obviously well known to the PC community, is a former champion in one of our PC Steam tournaments, which was held I think in October or November last year. That's where he got given the nickname KFC Ngoni, because instead of playing the match at the allocated time, he decides to walk over to KFC to first get him some lunch, and has his opponent waiting for him. And yeah, so he enjoyed a championship run from about October last year, November, to earlier this month or last month, where eventually Atrocity took that crown from him. Emperor Enzo, fairly new to the PC community, at least from our perspective, because he hasn't been part of it for quite some time, has joined, and it looks like the matches are going to get underway now, guys. So it is 0-0. Let's hope the internet and the coth.
Aztec ass kicker.
That is very odd. Okay, it seems like the internet is not holding. Apparently, according to Enzo, he's got a 450 ping with Ngoni. That's odd. Don't know if Ngoni is watching KFC commercials back there where he is. Okay, so what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm just going to go into another break as we're just waiting for these guys to sort out matters. Guys, if you can maybe just get if you can maybe just get somebody else to host the coth, maybe that will be something that can be looked into. So I'm going to ask Enzo to maybe just send out invitations to the coth. And let's see if it's going to play ball, because unfortunately this is not a case of anybody ducking here, guys. This is just a case of the internet really not being on our side today. Okay, so if we can just wait for Enzo to send out some invitations. It's not looking too great at the moment, guys. AI Cortex, welcome to the chat. I see you there, buddy. You had a wonderful game against Atrocity, not last night, I think it was the night before last, Monday night. Great 5-3 victory over Atrocity. That was, I think, quite surprising for us from the PC community who haven't seen too much of AI Cortex. Fortunately, I happen to be on the PS4 platform as well, so I have seen a little bit of him. I faced him a few times in Combat League. Got a few mops as well. So I have received an invitation from Emperor Enzo. Let's just see if the internet is going to hold up here, and I'll tell you now what the ping is. It's 250 ping, so this is clearly not going to hold up, guys. So, Panda, how's it, man? Unfortunately, Panda, I saw you streaming on PS4 earlier today. When I faced you, the internet seemed to be perfectly fine. But for some other reason, we're having some serious difficulties with the internet. I think while I was watching your stream earlier this afternoon, I was actually having a YouTube viewing experience with 300 ping or something, 360p, sorry, the quality of the video. So I don't know what's exactly happening. I was facing a couple of the other guys this morning as well. And for some other reason, the internet is just not playing ball today. Guys, so we might have to just postpone this. I'm not too sure. I'm trying my best just to make sure that everything is given the most opportunity. 250 ping. If somebody can just let me know, Ngoni, if you can just let me know what the ping is on your side. I'm going to be AFK, so it's not going to be affecting your guys' match too much. So if you've got an internet ping that is playable, then gosh, it's really going to be encouraging signs for not just myself, but I think all 16 people in the chat at the moment watching the stream. So if you can just report on what the Ngoni, your ping is 49 on my side, so there's no issues whatsoever as far as I can see from your point of view. Emperor Enzo's ping is 250. Can you maybe just let me know what your ping is with Emperor Enzo from your side? Yeah, it is unfortunate, Panda, and unfortunately there's not much that we can do. If Ngoni can maybe just report on what the ping is between himself and Emperor Enzo. I'm not going to play a test game with you right now, Ngoni. If you can just let me know what the ping is on your side. Emperor Enzo's ping is 416. Yeah, that is extremely unfortunate. We're just going to run a test here, guys. So I suppose what I have to do is to just maybe just share this with you. Okay, and Ngoni, don't get excited if you whoop my ass here because
trouble.
This is just one of those things. Charlie, 50 megs, yeah, milliseconds. Choose the stage already, Ngoni. I don't think the test is going to be an issue. I think that there's clearly a issue between maybe South Africa and the rest of Africa. I'm not too sure, guys, but
I am Johnny's complete lack of surprise.
433 is clearly unplayable. Yeah, I agree with you, Cortex. It seems like the issue is coming from Enzo's side. 433 between Ngoni and Enzo. That's clearly unplayable. And I know that these guys played a bit earlier this morning as well.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, the connection is fine. I mean, the connection is really fine. It's really unfortunate because it's one of those things, unfortunately, guys. And I'm sure, like myself, everybody was looking forward to a really good stream. So yeah, let's just see. Don't get too excited, says Thomas. Excited for what, my friend?
I will end you.
Enzo with the Wi-Fi internet.
Round two. Fight!
I think Emperor Enzo went to go set up his PC at McDonald's, stealing their Wi-Fi while they're in lockdown. So yeah, this is unfortunately just one of those things that we're gonna have to just, I don't know if it's just postpone. But I know that everybody was kind of just looking forward to Ngoni with the defensive Sub-Zero. Yeah, so yeah, clearly, if you look at this ping,
Final round. Fight.
it's quite clear to see that I think the problem is lying with Ngoni with the mix-up here. Nice, Ngoni. Ah, missed it.
Finish him.
Okay, so Ngoni, I think it's quite evident that our ping is fine. So Okay, I think, guys, I don't know if there's anybody else viewing this at the moment who wants to maybe, preferably somebody from South Africa who maybe wants to just take Enzo's place, because unfortunately we're not going to be able to run a first to 10 with Emperor Enzo, just based on the fact that the connection is really, it's just terrible. Okay, so Ngoni, if you can maybe just invite me again. I'm going to see if there's anybody else from South Africa on the PC that can maybe fill in for Enzo. So if you can maybe just let me know if there's going to be anybody that's willing to take Emperor Enzo's place and actually just play Ngoni, just to make this stream worthwhile. We've been on for about 25 minutes already, and we've been struggling with issues between Ngoni and Emperor Enzo. So if maybe somebody else from the PC community who is watching, or if you can maybe just send a group message to everybody in the Steam group, we can maybe get somebody else, preferably from South Africa, to fill in for Emperor Enzo and actually take Ngoni, our previous champion, in this FT10. Get Dexter Fury in here. You know, if he was available, that would be great. Of course, we're going to have to first check and see if his internet is going to hold up. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I'm just trying to say that it seems like the South Africa to South Africa connection seems to be sorted out today. I mean, I think Ngoni, if you remember correctly, we actually played this morning, and the ping at that time was, I think, 80 something. So the fact that it's gone down to 40 something right now, Zambia isn't on lockdown. AI Cortex, is that so? That's interesting. I thought the entire world was on lockdown. So if there is somebody that can maybe fill in, if you can maybe just check the let me get data for another line which is expensive but good speed, says Emperor Enzo. Okay, Ngoni, I'm just going to ask you to whack me. No homo. And we can just see if, I'm not sure if Emperor Enzo, is this the new line that you sent me the invite from, Enzo? Because if it is, unfortunately, the ping is still very high. Okay, so Ngoni, if you can maybe just, let's just play casual as per normal. Emperor Enzo says I must wait. Okay, that's fine. Okay, guys, this is unfortunate, but I mean, again, thanks for your patience here, guys. There's nothing that we can actually do about this. Yeah, I just needed to put it out there, Panda.
Round one.
This group can latch on to just about anything, so... Yeah, I see we've got a madman variation here. Yeah, thanks Cortex.
Round 2, fight.
You know, I always feel for the viewers. I mean, you guys have come out in your numbers to come and view this, so.
Finish him.
Sanazuki says he... Tafazwa!
Aaron Black wins.
Are there, my friend? Internet kinda low in zone. Sanazuki says we enjoy whatever is streamed. Haha. Thomas agrees with that. So, I appreciate it, guys. It's just one of those things. So let's just wait for Emperor Enzo. Ngoni, you and I can just continue playing here.
All mine. Foxy lady.
Okay, so according to Enzo, he's on his way back.
Shinnok's Bone Temple.
So let's just see. He even whiffs his pickup lines. So Nazuki, you know what? I must be honest with you. I wouldn't actually mind seeing you on stream either. You can pull out that Shao Kahn and give Ngoni a bit of a tough time here. So just think about it while we're waiting to sort out Enzo. We might call on you. It would actually be a very interesting game to see.
I let you win in the past.
Don't hold back. I can
So yeah, let's just wait and see. Guys, are you hearing me fine? I'm kind of just assuming here that everything is fine because nobody is saying anything. Yeah, I think so, Sanazuki. I think so. Nice space in there. Jeez. Just go with a forward throw. Hey, if it's not the internet that's busted, it's somebody's control. Come on, guys. Let's make this fun. See, now everybody is telling Sanazuki
fight.
To bring out his Shao Kahn. Don't try that nonsense with me. Third world issues. You reckon? Controls, I might be cursed. Just use the one that works the best on Azuki.
Sonya Blade wins.
Okay, Sanazuki, just indicate on the chat if we are going to see you versus Ngoni. Okay, Emperor Enzo switched. Okay, so Ngoni, I'm just going to go out here and I'm going to invite both yourself as well as Emperor Enzo. If this does not work, Sanazuki, if you can just keep yourself ready. Panda Bear says PC graphics is really smooth. It's an absolutely amazing visual experience, Panda, to play Mortal Kombat on the PC. Our cinematics, our crypt, everything is at 60 frames a second. And yeah, if you set your graphics really high and you got a fairly decent setup in terms of a graphics card, and the game itself is not too demanding. So, you know, most PCs can play Mortal Kombat 11 on fairly good, probably on max graphics at 1080p. And then you'll get, of course, you get those guys who've got the high-end PCs and they're playing on a HD monitor, or a 4K monitor rather. Funny enough, guys, the Mortal Kombat 11 requirements is not that heavy, so 4K runs at 60 frames a second quite easily, and it looks unbelievable. Okay, Ngoni615 megapixel ping, or millisecond ping. Okay, let's just see what Emperor Enzo is going to bring. I'm just leaving everything here. I'm not going to put on the break screen, because I actually want everybody to see whatever ping Emperor Enzo is going to be bringing to us right now. I've sent him the invitation already. We're just waiting on him to accept the invitation. Sanazuki says he is ready. Okay, Emperor Enzo is logging into MK11 now. Andy, I feel you. I hope to see Emperor Enzo as well. So hopefully with the switch of his internet connection, it's going to be a bit of an improvement. Because I do know that they played this morning. The internet was a bit buggy. And Ngoni mentioned that it's because of that. Yeah, Sanazuki, give a guy a break, man. I said megapixel by mistake. Okay, so let's just wait for Emperor Enzo to join. Guys, there is Emperor Enzo says done. Done with what? Oh, okay. He says I should invite him again. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to send him an invitation. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be the official start. We have been waiting. It's probably been just over an hour. So we have been waiting for some time to get this match underway. So let's just wait and see. You guys can see the ping. As you can see there on screen, Ngoni with 66 millisecond ping. We're just waiting for Enzo to come in now. Okay, Enzo, did you get the latest invite? Uh, 10 to 11 this evening, Enzo, saying if we can't connect now, then tonight between 10 and 11. Ngoni has indicated that he's got work, so I'm not 100% sure if that's going to work out. So I think, if anything, Sanazuki, you said you are ready, so we're just waiting for Enzo to confirm whether he got the latest invitation or not. And if not, we're going to hop over to Sanazuki, who's going to then take on, I beg your pardon, is going to then take on Ngoni615. Sanazuki with a, it's taking long. Yeah, it is taking long. We're waiting here, all 17 of us who are in the chat. But yeah, don't worry. 19 people in here. Somebody's waiting. Andy Otam waiting with bated breath. Sanazuki, I think without further ado, we're actually just going to have to get you on board here, my friend, because unfortunately the internet connection with Emperor Enzo is not playing ball with us. So Sanazuki, let's just see if you are available. Because everything has just gone a little bit quiet. We've got quite a good uptake, or quite turnout rather. We've got a good turnout in the stream chat. So I'm really hoping that you guys are not going anywhere. We are going to see some Mortal Kombat action now, guys. We're just waiting for Sanazuki to confirm. If Sanazuki is not available, I've got another contestant who's also indicated that he is ready to play. Sanazuki's on his way. Okay, so guys, if you can maybe just in the chat help me. +254. What area in Africa is that? +254. If somebody can just indicate to me where +254 is. If I wasn't banned, I'll be on. Andy, why have you been banned? So yeah, area code 254. Anybody can just let me know where that is in Africa? Okay, Sanazuki is logging on. Don't forget to like the stream. Thanks guys for your support. I really appreciate it. We've had the PS4 guys, AI Cortex, Killjoy, Mr. 5000, and Atrocity from the PC community, who I think you're all familiar with if you do play on PC. Had casual sets on Monday night, hosted by Shao Kahn, PS4 champion for Mortal Kombat X as well as Injustice 2. And I mean, it was such a lot of fun. Unfortunately, again, internet issues came into the picture and it wasn't the best streaming experience. From what I'm seeing here on the YouTube feed, the quality of the stream seems to be holding up really well. Game is loading, that's fine. That's fine. So, you know, and I think we as the MK11 community in Africa, we're really trying our utmost. I see Panda Bear's got regular streams on PS4. We've got Brandon Shokan who regularly streams on Twitch as well. I'm trying to make the PC platform as alive as possible as well. And just a shout out to everybody that's contributing to making the collective streaming experience that much more. We had a logo design for our PC community called the AFGC, which stands for the African Fighting Game Circuit. Shout out to my boy in George in the Western Cape, Christopher, or Nevermore. A lot of you from the PS4 community might remember him. He had a rather wicked Kung Lao. So just big thank you to him. Solomon's for all your messing around on the various platforms, the programs, the streaming programs, OBS, XSplit. Really appreciate everything that you do. We had WCC, or Forensic as it's better known as, doing a couple of video editing, adding some music and things like that. We've had Word the Rebel, who just had some extra animations on the PS or on the AFGC logo. So guys, just big thank you from our side. Sanazuki, I see you are in the... I see Atrocities in as well. I'm not sure if you maybe want to... Anyway, I've already asked Sanazuki. Okay, Emperor Enzo is in as well. So, gosh. Okay, so let's just see, guys. Emperor Enzo, I'm going to send you one more invitation. Okay, and this is a bug in the stream where I have to just go out of minimize screen into full screen and go back in. So I've sent Emperor Enzo a final invitation. Sanazuki, I see you in here as well, from Kenya, I believe. Okay, I will send you an invitation very shortly. I'm just wanting to make sure that we're not giving Emperor Enzo every last chance to actually just get in here and actually just take on. So Enzo, okay, Emperor Enzo, he is here. Okay guys, so this is probably the moment hopefully everybody's been waiting for, to just see what ping Emperor Enzo's new internet connection is going to bring to the situation here. He's accepted the invitation from what I can gather. And we're just waiting. And now the bated breath kicks in. So we are just waiting for Emperor Enzo to eventually join the Steam lobby. Okay, 83 ping. I think this is good. I think we're good to go, guys. 83 ping, 66 ping. I don't think we're going to have any problems here. Let's hope that my words is not going to be swallowed very soon. Enzo is 484 ping, boys. Okay, this is weird because on screen...
Tundra.
I think that might be no, it's not. $484 ping. Okay, so clearly the connection is not going to be working here, guys. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it right now. So Emperor Enzo is not going to be taking part in this first to 10. So we are going to get Ngoni back into the Koth lobby, as well as Sanazuki. So Ngoni, if you can... If you can just accept my invitation. And then just let me know, Ngoni, what the ping is that you experience with Sanazuki. I'll check it and monitor it on my side as well. See, now I've got 250 on this side. Ngoni, what is your ping on that side? Okay, Ngoni, if you can just let me know what your ping is.
Chilly Willy.
With Sanazuki, I've got 266 on this side. The game seems to have frozen. And the game has bombed out. Okay, so... And it's quite weird because... I suppose Sanazuki will exit the Koth as well. Okay, so Forensic. Okay, I see you in the Koth alone. Emperor Enzo. Okay, let's just get through this bug quickly. I think that's a bug in Steam or in MK, I'm not too sure. Okay guys, I understand this lockdown. I understand that everybody's being so nice here and saying it's not necessary for me to apologize. I feel absolutely terrible just knowing that I've been sitting for an hour with all 18 of you. Yeah, I see you as well. Ngoni, but Enzo. Okay, so let me just find out from Forensic if he's. See now, if you look at my side of things, the Emperor Enzo has 84 ping. And I find it very difficult to understand why.
Number 2, Shaolin.
Okay, Ngoni, what is your ping?
Cobra
What is
Khan.
Emperor Enzo's ping? Okay. Clearly there's an issue between South Africa and everybody else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just let okay, there is kind of like a queue. Alaric, or Luderic as the PC community knows him. I see your request to play Ngoni if Enzo can't connect. Enzo can't connect. And there is a queue of people who are kind of saying they're willing to play. So next in the queue is in fact, okay, so let's just see. Alaric. Okay, you'll probably still see Ngoni's and Emperor Enzo's name up there. We're just waiting to see. Okay, is Alaric even in the game at this point in time? No, he's not. Okay, he's joined us now. So, Ngoni, let's just wait to see if Alaric or Luderic. Emperor Enzo, I see you, but unfortunately I'm going to have to just decline your invitation for now. We have tried, and I mean, nobody can say that we haven't tried to accommodate this situation here. But unfortunately, this is one of those things, guys. The internet is not playing with us today. We've got Luderic, who's basically said that he's willing to play on stream. We're just waiting for Luderic to join the Koth. Okay, we've got Ngoni, who's still here, and then we've also got Luderic. Luderic, I've seen you. I'm just trying to see where you at now. There you are. Okay, Ngoni, if you can just maybe respectfully decline Emperor Enzo's invitations. We have, like I said, tried everything that we can, and unfortunately it's just not seeming to work. I've invited Luderic. Luderic is willing to take you on in the first 2:10 on stream for our viewers to maybe just enjoy some Sub-Zero gameplay, because he does have a wicked Avalon Sub-Zero. I will get hold of Enzo again and just make him aware that we will accommodate him, I suppose, once the internet issues have been sorted out. So I'm just waiting for Luderic to join. I'm going to change the names as soon as we can get confirmation that Luderic's internet is going to hold up, and we can get this first to 10 action underway. Luderic, did you receive my invitation? Game not available. Okay, let's try again. Luderic. Okay guys, I'm actually running out of things to say because I've been talking for essentially an hour and a half, and unfortunately we've had so much internet issues right now that it's quite difficult to keep up. There's no action to commentate on. We've got Ludwig, another cancel. Okay, Ngoni, if you can maybe just try to invite Ludwig. Just try to invite Ludwig. The connection is not working from our side. Worst case, Atrocity. You know what? Let's just wait for Ludwig. Atrocity, I see your comment in the chat. I'm going to give it every consideration. Let's just give everybody a fair opportunity. We are waiting for Ngoni to invite Ludwig. Andy, I feel your pain, my friend. 3 sad faces. In fact, there's probably at this point in time 12 sad faces. So if Ludwig can just hopefully accept the invitation from Ngoni. Yeah, Sanazuki, unfortunately, there seems to be an issue between SA and everywhere else in Africa, I think. SA to SA seems fine. In fact, you know what, if I was to do it of FT10 with Emperor Enzo right now, it would probably work, because from my side, the internet connection says it was 88 milliseconds. That's more than, that's actually a perfect ping. He's invited Ludwig, so let's just see if Ludwig's going to accept the invitation. And eventually get this first to 10 underway, because yeah, it is a little bit, it has to do with the cut cable undersea. I'm not too sure, my friend, really I'm not. There's all this talk about the undersea cable, etc, but I mean, it's so intermittent. 1 minute is fine, the next minute is not. So we have tried, you know. But one thing that's encouraging, not just in terms of just what we're seeing right now, but just the quality of the stream seems to be absolutely fantastic. Okay, Ngoni, I'm going to invite Atrocity. And we can take it from there. Javier Pina Gonzalez. Okay, Atrocity is in. Guys, is this... okay, so we've got... I'm going to hype this match up a little bit, guys. We've got our champ from tournament number 1 up against our champ from tournament number 2. This is official, guys. Or, yeah, it should be official. Everybody seems so silent and so quiet.
Badass.
Nightwolf going up against Jax, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into the player 2 details, and I'm going to change the name to Atrocity. And I think, guys, if everything goes according to plan, we've got a match. Okay, so Jack's coming straight through here with a forward 3-3 head pound, mixing Ngoni up a little bit as his Matoka warrior seems to be completely unsure what to do, but Ngoni slowly fighting back. Okay, Atrocity, known for his unbelievable stagger game, and he didn't expect the axe to come through, but Ngoni still seems to be struggling with this relentless pressure being shown here by Atrocity's hunker down Jax. Another mix-up and a fireball projectile to close out round number 1. Atrocity means business here, guys, so Panda Bear, let's go. I agree with you guys. Let's just hype this up a little bit. We are an hour and a half into the stream, and eventually we've got a match, and the connection seems to be perfectly fine. Naito's face not so fine at the moment, but good fight back, and he forces Atrocity into the breakaway. Gotcha punches going straight into the corner is Nightwolf, and this is where Atrocity is going to really let Nightwolf feel a bit of pain here. He's probably going to toss him and mix him up again. Tries the stagger. Arms fully heated for the forward crushing blow with the grab, and I think that closes out game number 1. Crushing blow just to finish it off, and that was a very convincing first game there by Atrocity. Guys, if you are new to the chat, welcome. Panda Bear, I think you've been here since the beginning. Thank you so much. Andy, Sanazuki, Jivan, I see you there as well. Thank you so much for your contributions. Just keep it happening, guys. Invite people to come and join or come in and see what we believe is the #1 PC play in Africa. I could be mistaken, but I'm yet to be proven wrong, and that is Atrocity. So if you can maybe just invite everybody that you do know to come in and just come and witness some Mortal Kombat 11 action on PC. It would really be appreciated. Guys, if you're new, I know it's cliche as fuck, but if you can just maybe subscribe to the channel, give the stream a like. Sanazuki says Jax is nasty, he's extremely nasty, and in the hands of Atrocity, Sanazuki is a different level of nasty. Really it is. Clarence Matuba or Muteba, welcome. Thank you for your contribution. Atrocity is a beast here, and we've seen Ngoni switch over to Liu Kang to see if he can maybe counter Atrocity's, and that's a nice parry there from Ngoni, forcing Atrocity out of his defensive meter very early on in this first round. And he's applying a bit of that Liu Kang pressure. Great anti-air. Great conversion as well, and what the wake up roll there, and Ngoni looking extremely strong. Another parry. Okay, let's see. Jackson, the comeback factor is unbelievable. Ngoni sniffs the overhead, blocks it, counters it with a 1-2, and he takes the first round of this game number 2. Guys, this is what we came to see. Mortal Kombat action at its finest. PC at its finest. 2 current, or 2 champions, 1 former, 1 current. And looks to be fairly evenly poised right now. Atrocity obviously taking the first game against Ngoni's Nightwolf. Clearly it wasn't the best pick against an opponent like Atrocity, but Atrocity fighting back in the second round. Forward 2 grab. Ngoni finds himself in the corner and mashes his way out of it. There's no other way to describe that. That was the biggest forward 4 mash I've ever seen, but it worked. Atrocity with a gotcha grab, going to close out this round number 2. Sanazuki said it was worth the wait. AI Cortex, oh, let's see some Atrocity.
Final round. Fight!
Guys, you know, I keep thinking and reflecting on life at the moment, especially with all this negativity around the world right now. And I think what better way to stay positive than just to watch some high quality Mortal Kombat 11 action. Brought to you by Charlie Wolf Gaming. We've got Atrocity, who's our current PC champion, the AFGC circuit, against Ngoni615, who's our former champion. Atrocity with a command grab, and it looks like it's going to crush him blow. 375 damage, and he gets choked to death. Brutality in the making. Your mouse cursor is on the screen. Let's just take that away there. Thank you for that information there, Jivan.
Damn, that's gotta stink.
Jax wins.
MK is the way in times like these. I think so, and I think anybody who's a fan of gaming probably going to have the most amount of time to catch up on some lost gaming, and nothing wrong with that. You know, for those of you who have wives, I was watching a clip not too long ago about this woman. She's supposed to be some sort of motivational speaker, talking about the fact that her husband, who's well into his 40s, is a gamer. And she says that she's actually got no problem whatsoever with her husband playing games, because she would much rather have him playing games than out at some bar with Okay, now the weirdest thing just happened now, guys. The weirdest thing just happened now. My game crashed. Can you believe it? My game crashed. So guys, if you can maybe just let everybody in the 2 players that are playing, if you can maybe just let them know that they just need to stop their match. And I'm going to try to get everything back again. So I'm just going to go into a break screen. I'm going to get my Mortal Kombat 11 relaunched. And if you can maybe just let the guys know that they just need to hold on so that I can just get back in. For those of you new to the PC, you know, unfortunately this is one of those things where we have so much issues that is unbelievable. Ngoni is playing. Okay, so I'm just trying to get back into okay guys, so if you can just let the 2 guys know that they just need to exit their game, and we are going to get back into the MK11 action as soon as possible. The score is 2-1 to 2-0, I beg your pardon, 2-0 to Atrocity. So if you can just please inform these guys that they just need to stop playing, and I will get everybody back into the Koth lobby and just, you know, resume where we left off with Atrocity leading by 2-0. Yeah, you know, the PC community, this is just one of those things again. You know, a lot of people will raise the argument, yeah, you know what, we got better graphics on the PC, but console is more stable. And I think you're quite right if that is your argument. Console is much more stable. PC is constantly plagued with disconnects and desyncs, etc. It's definitely got much better since the game was initially launched this time last year. But definitely one of those things that we as the PC community are just not really fortunate enough to have, is a stable Mortal Kombat experience. So Atrocity and Ngoni . If you can just okay, I see Atrocity is back in the lobby. Ngoni is back in the lobby. It's 2-0, guys. It's 2-0, and we're going to go back into the action right now with Atrocity up by 2-0. Casual versus has to be the most dead thing ever. Well, ever. Surely refreshing. Welcome to the stream. I think I have seen you here before. Okay, I think everybody wants a piece of the action right now. It says my game here. Okay, so
Liu Kang.
if I look at the screen, the screen says Atrocity 2 and Ngoni 0. It's still Liu Kang versus Atrocity. Liu Kang versus Jax, I beg your pardon. If somebody can just repost the Steam or the YouTube link on the Steam chat, I'd really appreciate it. Somebody just repost it because there's a couple of new guys just coming in. I see Nevermore has joined as well.
Round 1.
I'm really stoked with the quality of the stream as Atrocity tries the back forward 2 there by Jax. Okay, Ngoni with his Lucan, which is a fairly recent pickup. Game seems to be lagging just a little bit. Nothing too hectic, I don't think. I think casual versus has to be the most dead thing ever. And you know, there was a time where Combat League was dying out as well. We're on season 9 right now in Combat League as Ngoni takes a slight life lead in this first round, but out of nowhere, like a RKO. Atrocity coming through with a fatal blow, and it's not going to kill, but I think Ngoni is probably going to have about 120 life points left, 119 to be exact. Tries a fatal blow of his own, eats a crushing blow from Jax with a 330 damage just for good measure. And that is Atrocity in a nutshell, guys. 18 people in the chat right now. Thank you so much. If you can please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And Ngoni unfortunately eats another 350 damage crushing blow. I think this is about the third crushing blow that we've seen. Gets the parry. Atrocity with the breakaway. Gotcha grabbed.
Go back to heaven.
Okay, Ngoni trying to find answers here, but unfortunately Atrocity so relentless in his pressure. His stagger game is out of this world. You know, he even has time to recharge his arms while Ngoni is trying to fatal blow, and he just says, you know what, that's cool, but I'm just going to be outside of your range. I'm going to charge up my arms, and I'm going to take game number 3. Scares me all the time as it connects so fast. 9 frame mids are brutal in this game, especially on Jax, because his stagger game with that forward 3 is so difficult to deal with. And I think, you know, my saying that, Ngoni is a perfect example of struggling to deal with that right now, as Atrocity almost races into a 3-0 lead, guys. So what you are going to notice here is that every time I do update the scores, you're just going to experience a little bit of silence, and that's just because I am limited to one monitor. And for some other reason, when you minimize Mortal Kombat 11 on the PC, oh, for goodness sake, I can't believe it. I've just had yet another disconnect. This is unbelievable, guys. This is just unbelievable. If it's not one thing, it's the other. Okay, it's 3-0. I'm going to try and connect to... I'm going to try to connect to DirectX 11 as opposed to DirectX 12. This is just... it is so irritating for us PC players. You know, we've been waiting so long, and the game was giving us absolutely no problems with anything while we were waiting. So if somebody can just let the guys know who are playing now that we've disconnected yet again. It's just unbelievable. I'm not sure if the Elder Gods are just against us today, but it's so irritating. So if you can maybe just let the guys know that they have to just stop playing so that we can try and get them back into the lobby again. Clarence says that DX12 has issues. I'm switching over to DirectX 11 right now, and let's just see if it's going to have some sort of an improvement, because and I think the problem might come in with his actually I don't know, I'm not going to speculate. Another disconnect. Oh, that's me. Okay, so while you are here, I am trying out the free Mortal Kombat 11 stream pack that was made available on the Mortal Kombat official website, or the Mortal Kombat community website. Seems to be working really well. Makes your stream look just a little bit more professional. Okay, so we've got Atrocity who are still in there. We've got Ngoni in there. I am going to invite Forensic as well. And Forensic, I'm going to ask if you can maybe just go AFK. Okay, so I'm going to invite Forensic as well, and hopefully he can just be a placeholder in the cost site. If I do get disconnected, he can just, invite or re-invite. Where is Forensic? Okay, I think he's gone out of the cost for now. So guys, we are back. I will get the stream up and running again. And Forensic, I see you. Okay, it's 3-0 to Atrocity officially. I'm not sure if these guys have actually played an additional game, but for the stream's purpose, it is 3-0 to Atrocity. Ngoni still with his Lucan pick. And let's pray to the Elder Gods.
I am Johnny's complete lack of surprise.
Okay, Forensic.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay, let's just leave that for now.
I'll pull him right.
Okay, Ngoni trying to fight back here with his bicycle kick, but Jax is really applying so much pressure to Ngoni, misses out his punish there and doesn't convert from the 1-2-4. Eats a bit of a punish on his own, and Jax really coming in as fast as possible with all sorts of real mix-ups. Gets a crushing blow, does Liu Kang straight to the chin. Ngoni trying to fight back, and unfortunately he's not really doing too much damage to Jax right now. Again misses the punish. And Jax, his normals come out so fast. He's got a 9-frame mid in the forward 3 that is just causing so much problems for Ngoni right now, and he doesn't seem to have an answer with the Liu Kang pick. So if Forensic is in the YouTube chat, or if somebody in the WhatsApp chat can just let Forensic know, as soon as this match is done, I'm going to be inviting him just to act as a placeholder for the cloth. In the event that I do get disconnected again, I will then just ask Forensic to re-invite me to the cloth, and I think the delay between matches, if it should come down to that, would be far less. So let's just wait for this match to finish as Jax chokes the living shit out of Liu Kang. Tries a wake up there, connects with the up 2. Connects the fatal blow, and unfortunately this number 1 not going to kill, and I think as a resource with it being gone now, I think Ngoni is going to really have to pull the rabbit out of the hat here to steal this win, because Atrocity, that's a good flying kick, the first that we've seen, but unfortunately the parry gets read like a book, and Jax takes a 4-0 lead.
Jax wins.
There's no visual on the stream. Okay, that is really unfortunate there. Okay, the game capture is enabled, Jivan, so I'm not too sure what the actual issue is here.
Sonya Blade. 10 hut.
Stand down.
Okay, I'm not sure what the issue is. Okay, I think I've sorted that out. Okay, so guys, the score right now is actually 4-0. It's 4-0 right now. I think on the screen it will probably be displayed as a 3, if there's any display at all. But the score is 4-0 right now. If the scores are not being shown, I'm not going to bother too much, because unfortunately it's just one of those things that there's so much issues right now, bugs. But Atrocity is leading by 4-0. He's taken the first round as all this action was trying to get underway. He's taken the first round. Ngoni switched to Sonya, and unfortunately that's not seeming to do any good for Ngoni right now. He's trying to fight back with a forward grab. Ngoni needs to challenge a lot of these staggers, as difficult as I know it is, because Jax is just unrelenting when it comes to the pressure, and he's probably going to close this round out with a fatal blow as he storms into a 5-0 lead, guys. We are going to experience some silence now. I'm just trying to get everything back on track here, and unfortunately, with Atrocity taking a 5-0 lead, we're going to see Ngoni thinking about what character he's going to choose here. And while we're waiting there, I'm just going to invite Forensic into the Koth. If you can just remember to please go AFK.
Cage 2.0. Ugh, what a dump.
Okay, so it's 5-0 to Atrocity. We've got Jax versus Cassie Cage this time. AI Cortex asking the question if Atrocity is the best in PC. From what we've seen at this point in time in terms of our community, hands down AI Cortex. He is in fact unbelievable. In Season 8 of Combat League, he actually managed to go all the way up to, I think, guard rank, and out of the guard rank he was, I think he was placed 6th in the PC community as a whole, as Ngoni is busy getting his Cassie's backside whooped as well. The score is 5-0. Cassie actually not doing too bad in terms of health. Hits the forward or the back forward too. Amplify tries the fatal blow, but unfortunately falls just short out of the range, and Atrocity taking this first round here in this match number 6 as well. The score is 5-0. I see the scores are up on the screen, which is great. Atrocity is unbelievable. I'm not sure how Ngoni is busy chatting and playing at the same time. But there's a crushing blow, 400 damage, thank you very much. Amplified, or no, it wasn't even amplified. But Atrocity is storming into a 6-0 lead. Ngoni, unfortunately, on the receiving end of what seemed to be a bit of a mop here, as Atrocity steams into a 6-0 lead.
Madicon Square Garden.
Okay, so we've got Atrocity against what I think is a madman Joker. Now, Atrocity might have a bit of bad memories from this particular matchup because AI Cortex on Monday night played this particular variation of Joker to absolute perfection, actually taking the set 5-3 over Atrocity. So this might be something that might just play on Atrocity's mind because, and again, you know, Ngoni is taking so much punishment from these staggers, blocking a lot of it, but unfortunately not challenging anything. And again, 1-2, 1 string Ngoni. Nope. Atrocity bullying Ngoni in the corner, and he just has absolutely no answer. Bad idea that Joker pick. I'm not too sure, AI Cortex, why we changed characters, as we're having a little bit of a lag spike now. I mean, if it's not one issue, it's the next issue. And you know what? This is just becoming so frustrating. So I'm going to re-invite Atrocity. I am also going to just let you know that yeah, okay. I'm trying to keep as cool as possible here, guys. I'm sure you can see I haven't changed the screen at all. In terms of quality of stream, this is probably the best quality that I've ever had a stream take place at. I mean, I've not seen any issues from the people in the chat. I'm streaming, if I'm not mistaken, at a full 720p. Which I'm sure for viewing purposes is absolutely fine. So from that point of view, probably the best quality stream I've ever had in a long time. But in terms of issues, I mean, I've never experienced a stream with so many issues yet. I've re-invited Atrocity and Ngoni, so we're just waiting for him to join. If forensic game session not available, RIP. Steam is not recovering. Have to reboot PC now. That is unfortunate, forensic. Okay, guys. So let's just. I'm gonna have to make a call here soon because, you know, obviously, the initial plan was to see the matchup between Emperor Enzo and Ngoni615. That didn't happen because of internet issues, you know, connections between South Africa and other areas. I see Atrocity is back in the lobby now. So let's just continue from where we left off. If I'm not mistaken, okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, guys, so Ngoni seems to have disappeared this time. So let's just try and get Ngoni back. So we're going to probably have to make a call here soon, guys. The quality is brilliant, says Andy Tam. Watching in 720p is awesome. That's great news. Surely refreshing. And it's exactly that. It is surely refreshing to know that my stream is at least the quality that I think any stream deserves. And it's just unfortunate that we've got so many issues now with Mortal Kombat 11 PC, with Steam, with all sorts of other issues, but the matchup seems to be, both players seem to be back.
Real steel. The Joker.
The score is 6-0, so we're going to start at 6-0 still. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Panda. Everything seems to be going wrong.
Be upgraded.
And we're just trying to persevere here. We're trying to... yeah, we're just trying to stay as positive as we can. The matchup is going ahead. It is 6-0 to Atrocity. Cetrion Boy says an hunter now. Okay, so we've got Ngoni with a Madman. Before that matchup was disconnected, I actually thought that the match is going to bring a bit of memories back, bad memories back for Atrocity, because he was on the receiving end of a 5-3 victory to AI Cortex on Monday night in the PS4 stream that took place on Brandon Shao Kahn's channel, on his Twitch channel. And you know, when I saw Ngoni pick up the Joker, I thought, okay, this could be getting under Atrocity a bit, giving Atrocity something to think about. And again, all those taggers going unchallenged, and Ngoni eventually challenges and unfortunately missed the follow-up. Tries the grab. Atrocity with a good grab tech. Tries the amplified ground pound, and unfortunately the projectile strayed, and Atrocity ends up on top. Great showing there from Ngoni's Madman, I must be honest with you, and he might feel a bit encouraged by what performance he's put in there. Trying to more regularly interrupt Jax's pressure, and unfortunately eats a crushing blow to the face. Hopefully not two, he eats two crushing blows. 520 damage by Jax. I mean, if his stagger game is not strong enough, how's that for damage? Feels like a bit of a frog in the throat here, guys, but second round much more convincing there by Atrocity. Is now 7-0.
Damn, that's gotta sting.
Jax wins. And we're just gonna get Forensic in here as well. I saw he did. Okay, I'm just going to wait for this match to start so that Forensic doesn't enter the Koth and interrupt these two guys. Okay, so I think the match is going to start. I'm sending Forensic an invite now. And then while the characters are being selected, I'm just going to update the scores for you guys as well, with it being 7-0 to Atrocity.
Round one.
I am Grootty. Wow, I haven't seen you in ages, my friend. How are you doing? Ngoni mops, no? He does mop in some instances, but unfortunately, he is up against Atrocity. And I don't think anybody can say that they've given Atrocity a mopping yet. So let's see. At this point in time, I think Ngoni and all his fans are going to be happy with him just getting one on the board. But unfortunately, it doesn't look that way, with Atrocity just mopping, absolutely washing Ngoni's Joker right now. Comes back with a combo of his own, misses the final combo ender, and unfortunately he's going to help Atrocity get that much closer to a crushing blow. Not just yet. Oh, he missed the combo, and that should be the end of that game. It's 7-0.
Walk flies with that.
Atrocity and Grootty.
Round two. Fight.
Talking about the PS4 there, Cortex. You know what? It's possible to make these things happen now, especially during lockdown. And let's see. Panda Bear saying G's for what? If it's for the mop, then I'm going to second you there. It's 7-0 right now to Atrocity. And you know what? I've actually had a bit of a brainwave now, Panda. I know you're quite active on YouTube. You stream quite often, so how's about me setting up a match between you and Atrocity? It's going to be wonderful to see a high quality Jax versus a high quality Cetrion. So think about that. Think about that, and we'll make it happen. Atrocity is hungry for games. I know that based on your irritation with Combat League matches taking so damn long this morning. You're hungry for games as well, so we can make it happen. Just let me know if you're keen. And Andy says he wants to see it. Ngoni looking kind of ... I think the word you're looking for is screwed. I'm Grootty. But let's see. No, I was just about to say, let's see if we can pull this round at least. But it's not going to happen. So Atrocity in an 8-0 lead right now, and ... says Lord Base. Lord Base, Lord Bass. I suppose it's Bass. Lord Bass. The Grootty special. So yeah, guys, maybe just let me know if you want to see Panda Bear and his ridiculous Cetrion going up against Atrocity and his ridiculous Jax. And if you're keen, we can make that happen as well. Not necessarily today, but maybe sometime in the evening. I'm sure there's a couple of people who want to see that. Andy has said, I haven't said it in a while. Okay, it's 8-0. Ngoni obviously feeling like he could have some joy here with the Joker pick. And good block there by Ngoni. I think the one thing that this particular variation of Joker lacks is the ability to mix up with that low. And the overhead coming off the forward 1/4 string, because he doesn't have the crowbar special. He's got the boxing glove special, and that's a mid. So he does lose his ability to mix up a little bit. And speaking of mix up, Joker himself is getting mixed up completely now. Jax, see my mouse cursors here. That it would be dope to watch. I think so. So let's just wait to hear from Panda if he's keen on taking on Atrocity, and we can maybe make that happen. Well, the boxing gloves are high. I didn't realize that. Thank you for that info, Cortex. That's actually quite interesting. I'll have that a bit later. I always thought it was a mid, but it's always because I'm looking for the block. So if I'm blocking down, you know, I can't see if it's a high or mid, so thanks for that. And I'm not going to question Cortex's knowledge of Jax, or of Joker rather, because guys, if you haven't seen the stream, I have edited footage of Monday night's matches that I'm going to post on my YouTube channel, and if you want to see AI Cortex versus Atrocity, if you haven't seen it yet, I am going to post that on my YouTube channel. The stream, from what I understand, there was a lot of stutters, a lot of issues. So I'm not sure how the viewing experience is going to be, but yeah, I'm going to post it nonetheless. Atrocity coming through with a late air escape to take a 9-0 lead. Joker not very good against Jax. Surely refreshing. If you have seen the match between AI Cortex and Atrocity on Monday night, you would have a completely different view. I mean, AI Cortex played that 5-set, or that first to 5 set, to absolute perfection. And you know, Ngoni is struggling right now. You should have actually seen the stream to see Atrocity struggling with some Joker pressure. So in the right hands, any character seems good, and I can definitely say that AI Cortex, or Joker in his hands, is magnificent to watch. So guys, it's 9-0, and Andy, yes, it is a FT10. So this is potentially, based on the momentum of this set here, this is potentially a final match. Panda Vesis is down. Okay guys, so we are going to plan that. I'm not sure whose channel is going to be posted on, but I think Panda, if anything, we can just post it directly to your channel. And you know, I'll take part in the viewing. Okay, so Ngoni with a well-timed parry there. That's good 330, 320 damage there by Ngoni. And Jack's probably coming through with a fatal blow combo that's going to do a little bit more than 320, I think. 360, 375. Evenly poised, and he hits a forward grab with a crushing blow, and that ends up round number 1 of this potentially final match here, guys.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, and the one crushing blow that any Jack's opponent doesn't want to get hit with is that back 2 crushing blow, and unfortunately Ngoni has taken that one as well. Okay, so guys, if you are here, there's 20 people watching this stream right now. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Thomas K, Andy, Hentai Letters, I see you there as well. Panda Bear, Grooti, AI Cortex, everybody who is here, those names that I haven't mentioned as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. It does look like this first to 10 set is going to come to an end now, and it has come to an end. Guys, just stay tuned. Keep your WhatsApp chats open, keep your Steam chats open, your PS4 chats open. We've got Panda Bear, who's basically agreed to take on Atrocity. That's going to be happening in the very near future. We'll plan something around that. So you should see that maybe tomorrow. Panda Bear versus Atrocity. That's going to be a match to really watch. A match to get hype about. Panda, I can vouch for this. Panda has an unbelievable Cetrion. And
Jax.
okay, unbelievable Cetrion, like I was saying. Atrocity, as you have seen now in this 10-0 mopping of the 10-0 mopping of Ngoni615. I think it's going to be a match that is going to be hype. I think it's going to be a match that many people from the PS4 community as well as the PC community are going to enjoy. So yeah, sometime in the very near future we're going to see Panda Bear taking on Atrocity. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic matchup, guys. Guys, just from my side, thank you for your patience. We've had so much issues with the stream today. It's unbelievable. But thank you so much for your patience. Thanks so much for your participation. Thank you for keeping the chat alive. Guys, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. We're just trying to grow the Mortal Kombat community, especially on PC. But I think the PC PS4 community have kind of come together, especially with these WhatsApp chat groups. So guys, just if you can share it with anybody and everybody to come in and view the channel, is going to really be appreciated. We are part of the AFGC, which is the African Fighting Games Circuit. At this point in time, it seems to be Mortal Kombat friendly. But you know what? If it grows and it turns out to be more than just Mortal Kombat 11, other games might actually be something that we're going to look into as well. A couple of new games out now as well, which I'm seeing. I see on the post-screen page, my Facebook page, my Twitter page hasn't been updated yet. That's fine, guys. I'm not going to worry too much about that. But please share the YouTube link. It's going to be posted on my channel as well, so you'll be able to watch it fairly shortly. Get hyped for what's coming up very shortly. Not very shortly, but probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. Atrocities, Jax versus Panda Bears, Cetrion. It's going to be something to really get excited about, guys. Guys, that brings me to the end of the stream. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you for your involvement in the chat. Thank you for keeping MK11 alive. Thank you for sharing the links. And just thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you so much, guys. I'm out of here.